Alright, example number 3. We're going to write some more equations, but we're going to write equations of parallel or perpendicular lines. So these can be a little tricky because it just seems like a lot of information. It's really not. So it says write an equation on a line. As soon as I hear that statement, I write down y equals mx plus b. I need to know my slope of my line. I need to know the y-intercept of my line. Try to figure this out. But it passes through negative 2, 3. So there's my x, there's my y, right? And is A parallel to B perpendicular to? There's two parts to this problem. Let's just focus on the parallel. So it passes through, there's my x, my y, this point, and is parallel to this equation right here. So if something's parallel, I told you before, what do you know about parallel lines? They have the same slope, right? So if this is your one line, the line that's parallel to this line has to have a slope equal to the same as this. If this slope is negative 4, the line parallel should be negative 4. So they're not coming right out and telling you, hey, the slope of this line is blank. They're asking you to kind of read into it and say, alright, if the slope of this line is negative 4, then the slope of the new line that I'm trying to figure out is negative 4. Alright, so far we have a slope of negative 4 because it's parallel. If it was perpendicular, which is next, we do something different. Do we have the b? No, we don't. It doesn't tell us the b, but it tells us negative 2, 3 is on the line, which is your x and your y. So for x, I'm going to put negative 2. For y, I'm going to put 3. Plus, you don't know the b, so that's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find the b. Here we go. 3 is equal to, this becomes 8 plus b. Minus 8, minus 8, b equals negative 5. Now, here's the b. What was the slope? The slope was this because it had to be parallel to this one, right? So here's your new thing. So this one and this one are together. M and b, put them in. Y equals mx plus b. That's all you need to do is say, okay, can I find my slope? Yeah, here it is, negative 4. Can I find my y-intercept? Yeah, I did all the work, put it in. Minus 5 is my y-intercept. This equation is A parallel to this one. How can you tell? Look at these two. How can you tell? They have the same slope. That means they're parallel. Okay, that's part 1. Can you write me an equation of a parallel line to whatever one I give you? Okay, pay attention to this equation and you'll get the right slope. Now let's do letter B, perpendicular to. Let me erase this. Okay, and go back to it. We want perpendicular to. Same equation, same setup. I mean, y equals mx plus b. Okay, I need to find my m, my slope. I need to find my y-intercept. What do they give me? They give me x and y, and they tell me it's perpendicular to this guy. So if the slope of this, here's what you have to read into. If the slope of this is negative 4, then what's the slope of the line perpendicular to negative 4? Remember I told you slopes are opposite reciprocals. So opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. Reciprocal of 4 is 1/4. So my new slope is not negative 4, that would be parallel, but positive 1/4 because that's what perpendicular slopes are. They are opposite and reciprocal. Negative 4, opposite, reciprocal is 1/4. That's the tricky part of these equations. And that's a tricky part where people mess up on tests and quizzes. So since I know my new m, 1/4. Do I know my b? No. But it does tell me my x and my y. So y is 3. X is negative 2 plus b. Do some work. 3 equals negative 2/4, which is negative 1/2 plus b. So plus 1/2 plus 1/2. You can put that in your calculator and get b equals 3.5, b equals 7/2, right? So I like to write mine as mixed, or not mixed, but improper fractions. 7/2 is 3.5. Okay, I got my b. I had my m based on this, and there you go. Put them together. Y equals mx plus b. Did you find the slope? Yeah, 1/4. Y equals 1/4 x plus b. Did you find the b? Yes. 7/2 or 3.5. There you go. You found the equation that is perpendicular to this one. How can you tell? Look at the slopes. -4, 1/4. Okay, they're opposite reciprocals, which means they're perpendicular to each other. Okay, there you go. Final answer. Y equals 1/4 x plus 7/2. That's it.